Hey guys, what up? It is the Dragon here, and I'm just going to go over a few of the patch notes that I really liked about this particular patch and some that I didn't. So it looks like as of right now, it just came out with an update today, update 1.06. It's live on PS4, so I am kind of in the process of playing it, digging through here, but I wanted to make a quick, review of what I thought of some of the patch notes. A big plus definitely for my guy Raccoon. I know that a few people like to play Jean and Gambit as well. Is just the power of fixed rolls on there, so you're not going to see melee damage with Jean on a lot of her rolls, or Raccoon has energy damage on a ton of my gear that I was getting through Cosmic. And Gambit has force damage rolls on there, so it looks like that's something that you will not see from this point on, which is pretty freaking exciting. And it looks like they fixed the whole bunch of munitions and anti-reality grenade artifact tooltips. It's a plus there, just some very minor changes, but the more major ones with Rocket, Gambit, and Jean there. And then Catalyst will no longer drop with mental, physical, or energy damage types. These affixes have been replaced with cooldown, signature, and ultimate affixes. So very nice boon there. It looks like my particular artifact, I believe it had like mental and physical damage on there before. Now it has a cooldown damage, so it's nice for my particular build with Rocket. And I know a lot of people will be happy at that. A little bit more damage, increased damage. So it looks like those are some of the total team changes. Let me get down to the hero changes here. Doctor Strange. Daggers of Davaroth damage has been fixed and now properly deal 25% of Doctor Strange's Daggers of Davaroth. Fixed an issue with the controlled power talent causing mysticism to not generate, and fixed an issue with Guardian of Seraphim talent not triggering talents tied to the shield of Seraphim and spending energy. Not happy about these changes. One, obviously I made a video about the Daggers of Davaroth build with the astral projections, and it was doing a ton of freaking damage, and I was really liking that particular build. So I kind of edited the video, just put up it was patched and made a few suggestions on there, but it's definitely something I'm looking forward to reviewing and creating another beastie build with Doctor Strange. I definitely like his playstyle. I'm a summoner kind of guy. I really love his whole his Doctor Strange freaking Omega level, So not happy about that change at all, because his power was spot on to what you would expect Doctor Strange to be doing. Fixed an issue with controlled power, not generating mysticism. I wasn't even aware that was a particular issue, so that's good that they fixed that, because he should be generating mysticism. If not, it's definitely broken. And then fixed an issue with Guardian and Seraphim talent not triggering talents tied to the shield of Seraphim and spending mystic energy. Another change. I didn't particularly use the Guardian Seraphim, and I don't use too many shield powers overall in any of my characters. So I can see some people not being, that's kind of iffy. Wasn't spending mystic energy, it looked like. That's pretty bad overall, so it's good that they fixed those two issues there. But again, nothing too major for him, except that Daggers of Davaroth definitely let down. But it is as intended, Next up, we have Jean Grey Expels Fiend and Force Power now uses the correct visual purple instead of orange. Very minor graphical change. Iceman fixed an issue with his Ice Slick. We already knew about this. Continuously reapplying the freeze effect with each tick rather than only on initial cast. So I know at one point they deactivated his freeze overall, besides on that initial tick, and I think that's due to the fact that it was reapplying those freezes. But something that was due to be patched. I know one of my guys, Ouroboros, he was extremely upset about this. So hopefully they patched him and gave him his full freezing effects back on all his skills. But again, I'll have to dig and delve a little bit more into that. With Iron Man, fixed an issue with Iron Man's Cooling Blast not being able to activate. Yeah, that's definitely a huge letdown. I played Iron Man quite a bit in the beta, so the fact that it wasn't working as intended any longer as it was in the beta was something I wasn't aware of, but something that definitely is needed fixed. Squirrel Girl took a big hit. Her baffling dialogue cooldown got increased to 20 seconds. I can't remember what it originally was, but I remember they had it, you were able to pretty much keep your enemies perma confused for the most part with that particular power, so that's definitely a huge hit. It's going to make running Cosmic a little bit harder, especially if you're a big baffling dialogue fan. Fixed an issue with her for Monkey Joe talent not providing the correct amount of bonuses to powers that gain benefits based on summon squirrels. So it was, that seems like it's a plus there, and then clarified the tooltip for one of her talents as well, Swell the Scurry. So you know, a couple of wins, but definitely a huge loss in that baffling dialogue. Increased the cooldown to 20 seconds. The cooldown before that was really minimal, and it really had a good rotation. Just kept all your enemies perma confused. So that definitely is no fun for her. And it looks like those kind of wrap up the characters. One big thing I noticed with especially Rocket Raccoon, I tried to go through and see a few other skills, is he got a complete overhaul of pretty much, I want to say probably about half his talents. They have a different, just a tooltip icon, which is really nice, like Shield Booster, Gravity Mines, Rocket Dash, his 8-7 Fleet Slayer, as well as his Hadron Enforcer. Looks like they changed the color of the tooltip on there. If you guys notice anything else, definitely comment below for the tooltips on these characters. He's my main right now. I'm kind of in the process of finalizing a video with him, so I just noticed that upon log on. And then it looks like they made some minor improvements in Midtown Patrol, performance improvements, so that's very, very nice, because once you get in patrol with, you know, 8, 10, 12 people, it's just, it's pretty much a fuck fest. You can't see anything, you know, people are blue screening out left and right, the dreaded blue screen. So hopefully they improve that a little bit. Looks like there's a 5-second delay when using an emote before the same emote can be activated. Very nice, because I know sometimes I'll be in the tower and I just hear fucking Deadpool just spamming over and over his hello emote, and just to hear that just non-stop for like 4 or 5 minutes, I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Like, what are you doing right now? So that's cool, and you know, really minor. Travel powers can no longer be repeatedly activated by tapping the hotkeys while in headquarters. That's kind of just, you know, another auditory thing for people like me who get annoyed when they hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So not too bad, just real minor. There is now a wait option to confirm dialogue after the danger room scenario. Beautiful. It's exactly what a lot of my guys that I play with, they've been waiting for that to come out, because we like to run danger rooms, and there's just, you know, a lot of content in there that people like to have fun with. But they hated to do it because we couldn't collect any of our great gear that we would get. So that's a good change. Looks like they made another Eternity Splinter change for the tutorial. So it'll be properly applied if you get invited to the game via a party invite. So let me see what else are some major ones really quickly as I read through here. Oh yes, one thing that I definitely did not like, I just logged on here, fixed an issue with the vendors. So the level 10 vendors, after you hit level 10, the XP pretty much reset, I believe, for the most part, and you're able to just cap out your guy pretty quickly up to level 20. From level 10 to 20, just fly through it. So that is a negative for me, because I logged in, I had all my vendors maxed out last night, and logged back in, all of them are like level 10, 11, and 12, just depending on if I've donated some extra things here and there. So that is not fun, because now I'm looking at my logistics vendor, and this guy's sitting at level 12, you know, 234,000 XP. My engineers at level 16, 408,000 the level. Like, what the fuck? I mean, so I'm gonna be looking at, you know, a couple mil to get them all back up to level 20 at the very least, which with all the cosmic gear you get once you're cosmic, it shouldn't be a problem. But it just kind of sucks to have to go through that process of redonating the stuff back when I was already maxed out, and I've already crafted pretty much everything I needed for my current main. So that fucking sucks. They made sure the shield supply bar is always shown on the HUD, so we have a constant reminder of how we need to spend another $1 to get us a nice orange buff to keep us going for that next shield supply bar. I really liked how it left, you know, whenever you were pretty much not using it, but now it'll constantly be there. Mine's at halfway. It'll be there for a while, until, you know, another character comes out, or I am wanting some extra flares or some shit. Hydra Heavy Gunners will drop the correct loot for their rank. Alright, yeah, that's pretty nice. You get some extra loot. Mandarin's Flame and Cosmic Gate encounter will now stop dealing damage as the player moves out of the area rather than continuing to burn for a short duration. If this is what I believe it is, it'll make Cosmic Trial a ton easier. Just due to the fact that that fire and Cosmic will one-shot you unless you have some sort of, you know, invulnerability, or you have a lot of health on, I wouldn't even say health on hit, or you have like a nice med kit enhancement that's going to heal you as well as shield you. So hopefully they made that a ton easier, because I know with Punisher I cannot get past it. Mandarin walks up to me, melts my face off. Just a few other, just some real minor things that I wasn't aware of, just like power panel changes, just to make it easier so they don't disappear. Some multiplayer changes about med kits from player 2 is showing the cooldown for player 1 during co-op play. Looks like some other just minor things. So for the most part, I think those are kind of the big ones. I know that there was a trophy issue. I'm trying to see here if they fixed it. Fixed an issue where prestige related trophies would fail to be awarded if the player activated their prestige from the shield helicarrier headquarters. So hopefully, I didn't see when I logged on, but hopefully they give me my fucking trophies, because I've got a shit ton of people at level 60 in prestige, and so I need to ante up. I guess there was wrong loot dropping from a Dimensions Collide out of the Rock Troll, so they fixed that. Fixed an issue where the pressing the body slide power and travel power would cause a desync issue on the client. So hopefully that'll correct a few blue screens. Fixed an issue with the movement power while quickly pressing and releasing the left analog stick. The hero would continue to run in a direction. So hopefully that'll fix whenever you're zoning in somewhere, you don't just kind of just take off going straight. Fixed an issue where some melee powers would make the hero path to the target even if it wasn't directly in front of them. Yeah, that was really annoying. I know a lot of melee characters will just kind of zigzag until they finally get to that guy, or they may just zigzag back and forth around an enemy and never get to him, and then you'll have to select somebody else. That was definitely a headache. So they need to make melee a little bit easier to get into melee, or make the range a little bit longer just for everybody. Fix the player disconnect issue on the raft where you can progress the mission when logging back in. Looks like an inventory issue that it wasn't appearing. Adjusted descriptions, resolve typos. So yeah, and like Captain America, the infamous Captain America can't use emotes. It looks like they fixed that as well. So that kind of boils it down. I hope I didn't ramble on a little bit too much. I was just reading through but I wanted to make sure I uploaded some feedback. So with the minor stuff on the back end, you know, some people experience those, some haven't. I haven't experienced a ton of these, so again, you know, we're all on 1,000 different PlayStations. But regardless, I'm not happy with the Squirrel Girl change, nor am I happy with the Doctor Strange astral projection, because that guy was a fucking beast with that. But they corrected it, made it a little bit more streamlined, because in all honesty, he was insanely easy. So hopefully, you know, I'll do some reviews and see what I can do with Doctor Strange, make a new build. But it looks like for the most part, you know, there were some good changes, a few bad ones. Definitely nothing that's going to really hinder me from moving forward with any characters, but you just have to kind of differentiate your approach. If you guys have any questions or anything you noticed that isn't addressed in these patch notes, or maybe that they messed up on, If you guys have a voice, use it. Here with the dragon, but I'm out. Peace.
It don't matter where I'm living, cause you know it's Tully I'm reppin'. Ain't no space for pure disrespecting. You step incorrect and you probably catch two to your chest. Sound like